Alright, so I am working on my Oogie Boogie dress right now, but I can't finish the hood, which is like the last part I need done, and the embroidery thread for doing like the stitches, the decorative stitches. I can't do that because I need supplies to do that. I need embroidery thread and black satiny fabric to finish that, so I'm gonna start another project because I was already planning on starting this project next week, but I'm going to be making a medieval kirtle to wear to a Renaissance fair. It'll be my first time going to a Renaissance fair, hopefully. I've been wanting to go for a while, but things always come up and then we're not able to go. So this time I want to go, and I'm going to make a medieval kirtle. And I have foster kittens meowing right now. They probably want me to make them another bottle of formula, so I'll probably do that and then I'll get started on cutting out my kirtle. Alright, I haven't decided how fitted I want this, or if I want to just keep it kind of loose and not too fitted. But I went ahead and I cut out the main body a couple inches big so that, you know, I can always take it in if I need to. Or I could keep it kind of loose. It's like a looser kirtle kind of thing. But, we will see. I have these are the two main body pieces. The front and back. I'm probably going to sew it together by the shoulders up here and kind of go from there. So I finished felling the neckline and just the top of the sides until where I want it to start flaring out from the gores. So I laid this out, hi babies, and kind of put slightly above where the gore will start so I can make sure I have plenty there, but I'm basically going to cut out the gores right now. So I'm going to cut across this, and this piece will be like turned into a few gores. I'm going to be making one for the back, two for the sides, and then also one for the front. But I'm going to do the sides first because that's easiest to do right now, and I will have to cut slits in the front and back of the kirtle to insert gores there. Okay, so my Oogie Boogie dress is done now. So now I can just focus on making my medieval kirtle. And I've already sewn one gore into the dress so far, but like, this is my gore. I made the gores really big so that the hem will be super full and dramatic. So this is one gore. I cut this one on the fold. This is one that this was on like the centerfold, so it's one piece. And then this one was not on the centerfold, so I sewed it together. And to help keep the fabric from stretching, the line that was on the straight grain, I had flipped this piece around so that the straight grain would be sewn to the bias side of this one. So this is straight grain here, this one's bias, this one's straight grain, and then this one's bias. So the bias grain being sewn to the straight grain will hopefully keep the fabric from like stretching more. Alright, so I have one gore sewn into my dress so far. I have 3 more to go. And yeah, I guess I'll start sewing this gore into this side seam of the dress. Let's get sewing. Okay, so I just tried it on after I finished putting in the second gore. So there's a gore on this side and a gore on this side of the dress. And while I had it on, I took like a thick embroidery needle and then some thread, and I couldn't really pin on while it was on my body to mark where the back gore would be inserted, so I used that to just string this thread through where the beginning of the back gore will go. That way I didn't have pins in it where when I lift it over my head I don't risk getting stabbed by needles. So this is how I decided to mark where that gore will be started at. So to insert the third gore, that'll be in the center back of the dress at the skirt, starting kind of where these other gores are started. I'm going to be cutting a straight line all the way to the hem to make an opening to insert the next gore. Alright, so I've tried on the dress and I do really like it, but I am thinking of cutting down the center and doing some lacing because I think it would fit just a little bit nicer if I took some in at the center all the way down and then did some lace up so it would make the dress just a little bit tighter. And I mean, it would be a cute like design to have it lace up in the front. So that's what I'm thinking I might do. I do like it. I don't know if I'm going to put a gore in the center front. I have gores at the sides and the back. And I do really like how that lays. It's really cute. But I don't know if I'm going to put a gore in the front or not yet. I guess we'll see. Alright, so I just drafted out my sleeve pattern. And I have 2 sleeves cut out now. I probably will do the gore in the front of the dress as well, but I figured I should do the sleeves now and then I will do the rest of the front. So I'm going to make the front lace up and add a gore in the front as well, but I'm going to go ahead and put on the sleeves first and then I will work on the scary part of cutting the center front of my dress. Okay, so that's where I am now. I'm gonna sew these little gussets to the underarms and then work on putting those in.